Hi, I'm Ray Dudley, your Delaware County Sheriff. These are just a few of the brave men and women of Delaware County Sheriff's Office who put their life on the line every day, serving you and protecting you. Please join us in the upcoming season of the Delaware County Sheriff's Show. Welcome everyone to the Delaware County Sheriff Show. Hello, I'm Sheriff Ray Dudley. First on tonight's show, we will be going downstairs to the Delaware County Investigation Division, speaking with Corporal Kurt Walthour in reference to one of our missing persons investigation. And please, we need all of your help to get this case solved.
Hello, my name is Kurt Walthour. I'm a detective with the Delaware County Sheriff's Office. Today I'm here to talk to you about a missing person case, and it's going to be the missing person case of Ashley Morse Mollis. Ashley is a white female, approximately 5'6", approximately 120 pounds. She went missing on October 10th, 2013, and she was last seen in the range of September 21st, 2013 at a family function. Ashley was living at the time at 1812 East Delta Drive in Rorton, Indiana, at the time she went missing. She had an 8-month-old daughter at the time she went missing, and she dropped the daughter off at a friend of the dad of the child's before she went missing, and said that she would be back in 2 weeks and she was going to go get her head cleared, and she was never seen from again. We're looking for any information that anybody has out there that would help us in this case. You can contact me, Kurt Walthour, at the Delaware County Sheriff's Office at 747-7881, extension 444. A little bit more about the case. When she dropped the child off, she was driving a dark colored, maybe a gray or black sedan. The child was dropped off in the Yorktown area, in the country area, and then she was never seen from again. Anyone with information leading to the whereabouts of Ashley Morse Mollis, please contact me, Kurt Walthour, at the Delaware County Sheriff's Office at 765-747-7881, extension 444, or you can call Crime Stoppers at 765-286-4050.
Hello. Once again, I'm your Sheriff Ray Dudley with Delaware County Sheriff Show. This segment of our show, we're going to be going over something that's dear to my heart, and that's the Delaware County SWAT team. SWAT stands for Special Weapons and Tactics. For 12 years, I proudly served as a SWAT officer on our team. A lot of you don't know this, but to be a SWAT member, you got to be in the top 3% of our department. Other aspects of the SWAT team include EOD, the dive team, criminal investigations, and hostage negotiations. A lot of elements comprise together to form the team that we have today. What we're going to show you tonight is some of the physical training, different competitions, and some of the shooting events and actual SWAT callouts that we go through from a day-to-day basis, protecting you, the citizens of Delaware County. Now I would like to introduce you to Captain George Sheridan, who's been with our department for over 30 years. Captain Sheridan is not only the SWAT team commander, he's also a commander on the EOD, which is Bomb Explosive Team, underwater rescue, underwater recovery, and George has a lot of knowledge in all those areas, and part of this is all these special teams coming together and doing greater good for our community.
Delaware County Sheriff's Office Special Operations Division is consisted of the Emergency Response Team, also known as SWAT, Explosive Ordnance Disposal, which is a bomb squad that renders safe explosive devices or suspected ordnance or found ordnance, which may be found throughout our community. Our Underwater Search and Recovery Team, as well as a Hostage negotiation team. Special Operation Division has a responsibility also to District 6, which encompasses 13 counties here in the state of Indiana. Also, one of the things that the uniqueness of the Special Operations Division is that we pull from other assets of the Delaware County Sheriff's Office on high-risk missions which will come to the agency, whether it be something involving a hostage situation, a high-risk warrant service, barricaded gunman, something that is just short of calling out the National Guard, to where you still have to have highly trained, highly specialized law enforcement professionals to handle and mitigate these high crisis situations. One of the things that we've done in the past years is the integration of the emergency response team, or the SWAT team, with other facets of the Special Operations Division. Most of the members of the Special Operations Division wear multiple hats. There are a number of them which are firearms instructors. We have canine instructors. We have individuals that are specialists on high-speed driving, pursuit driving. We also have individuals that are dive masters on the agency as well. It specializes in anything from finding and locating sunken ordnance or explosives which could be found underwater, to recovering bodies or processing the crime scene which is underwater. If we have a situation which would involve an emergency to where we have to have a crisis negotiator, where we have somebody that was talking about committing suicide, or we have a barricaded gunman, or we have a hostage situation where we have an individual which may be holding hostages or multiple hostages inside of a fixed structure, or even outside as far as that goes. We have individuals that have been specially trained to deal with those crisis situations. Also, with the integration of the emergency response team, or the Special Operations Division, what we've been able to do is integrate bomb technicians into the SWAT team, which is something new across the United States. We are unique here in Indiana because we were one of the first tactical units that integrated bomb technicians into the SWAT team. We've been finding more and more improvised explosive devices on SWAT callouts on high-risk missions, whether it be barricade gunmen, whether it be individuals with high-risk warrant service. We're starting to find more and more explosive devices and explosive chemicals or components to build explosive devices, which are being found on a lot of these missions. Another thing that we've done is that on one particular mission that we were on, is that we had found in one evening, we had found 6 explosive devices which had been built by a local drug organization. And then the next day the SWAT team was called to do a high-risk warrant service at the opposition of another drug organization which was operating here locally. And as our tactical team went in with the bomb technicians as well as our canines, is that we were able to locate inside of that 2 more improvised explosive devices which were set up as booby traps for the SWAT team when they went in. So we have found these things very instrumental throughout the years with the use of dual trained canines, to where we have 3 canines that are integrated into the emergency response team, which are tracking, which are the apprehension canines, as well as explosive detection canines, which work. That is something that's been unique, that has been integrated in this. And again, the Delaware County Sheriff's Office Emergency Response Team was one of the leaders here in the state of Indiana to actually integrate that program into its Special Operations Division.
Your Delaware County Sheriff's SWAT team trains on different kinds of situations from a day-to-day basis. We train on an officer calling us to a scene, whether it be a domestic or a hostage negotiation scenario, subject with a gun, to domestic terrorism, bioterrorism. We go out to different locations and train, whether it be a house, local retail stores, schools, or whether it be in a factory. As we've seen across the nation, You know, there's more and more schools, more and more malls, more and more factories where subjects are going in and they're shooting people. We want to be able to be trained on these and be prepared in case of these situations arise within our community.
Survival in this profession is facilitated in education, positive attitude, demeanor, a commitment, a philosophy of training, solid performance, a personality that carries through to physical completion. True effectiveness in our law enforcement profession is in the strength of our commitment.
Come on. Go. This next segment is something that a lot of you might have seen already on the news. July 22nd, 2015, we assisted in 525 law enforcement officers from local, state, and federal agencies in rounding up murder suspects, gang members, and drug dealers in Marion County. A lot of the areas that our SWAT officers went into were high crime areas known for shooting at law enforcement officers and having murdered the other subjects. We actually did a couple things there, and tonight's program you're going to be able to see some of the things that we did. But we cannot show you all of them.
Over the past years that you've been looking over, been watching recent news reports of the violence that's been going on down in Indianapolis. That violence has been, in many news reports, a lot of gunfire, a lot of violent crimes have been occurring throughout Indianapolis and Marion County. Over the past year, it seemed like every time that you turned on the TV is that they were having shootings in Indianapolis. It was not uncommon to see multiple shootings in one night that had been going on. So the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department reached out to the Safe Streets Task Force with the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the FBI, and asked if they could team up with them and go after a particular organization called the Blockbusters, which was operating down in Indianapolis. The Blockbusters were known as basically the worst of the worst and one of the most violent street gangs that have came into Indianapolis. So they focused very specifically on this group and its organization. It's major criminal enterprise that was going on throughout Indianapolis and Marion County, which it spiderweb fingers throughout the United States. And in a culmination after an intense tools of the FBI, Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department, the Marion County Sheriff's Office, all working together. They brought in a total of 525 law enforcement officers from around the United States, which included the FBI, the United States Marshal Service, the Indiana State Police, Marion County Sheriff's Office, sheriff's offices from around the state of Indiana. 19 SWAT teams were involved in this operation, and to come in to actually execute multiple search warrants. There were 39 targets that were targeted in this investigation. It was probably the largest law enforcement operation in the history of Indianapolis and Marion County. The execution of these search warrants were done with follow-up investigators, crime scene and evidence technicians, which followed up so that they could get a complete investigation to go to prosecution. There were 39 arrests that were made. There was over $50,000 in cash in the initial sweep that occurred early in the morning hours of July 22nd. And then from that point on is that they found multiple guns, large amounts of drugs were found in multiple addresses where search warrants were executed. Most of these were both federal and state search warrants, which were executed by the 19 SWAT teams. Again, as I said earlier, is that these were the worst of the worst. There were approximately between 12 to 14 homicides that have been associated with this this group, the Blockbusters. So with that being said, is that it was extremely dangerous in the area for the law enforcement officers that they were going to. So the most safest way to execute this was to bring in the tactical teams to execute the search warrants instead of having just regular patrol officers do this, where you brought in specially trained operators to come in and conduct this mission safely and to effect arrest. There were no injuries that occurred either to the local community as well as to the law enforcement officers. Everything went pretty much without a hitch. And during the time is that we were out there operating in some of the various communities, is that we had neighbors that were coming out, shaking our hands, thanking us for coming out and taking a stand and taking their communities back. One of the first warrants that we executed, once we had finished that up, we were contacted across the street by one of the neighbors, and he said just the week prior to where he was standing at that particular point, is that somebody was gunned down in his front yard. So that kind of gave you an idea of how violent these neighborhoods were. So with that, the FBI contacted the Delaware County Sheriff's Office, and Sheriff Ray Dudley gave us the opportunity to go out and assist in this major law enforcement endeavor, which was extremely successful.
On these first scenes, you're going to see the first search warrant, which happened still early in the morning hours. A lot of it's dark, but you can still see. You're going to see the guys stacking up at the front door of the residence. You're going to see an explosive breach. You're going to hear and see the fellows going inside and a flashbang going off. And you're also going to hear the commands that they make as they enter the house.
Watch it breach. Bang it, bang it. Go. Bang it, bang it.
Sheriff's office. Bang in.
Sheriff's office.
Bang in. Bang in.
Sheriff's office.
Bang in. Go.
All right, go. Sheriff's office.
Search warrant.
Sheriff's office. Search warrant. Sheriff's office.
Sheriff's office. Search warrant. Sure.
Get down. Get down. Sheriff's office. Search warrant. Help up. Stand by. Stand by. Right here. Right here. Right here.
You're right there, ma'am.
You got that back there?
We got three. We got three.
Good. All right.
Help up. We got three. We got three.
We have stairs back there?
You're good there.
All right, moving your way.
Go, Andy.
Tony, you good? Sheriff's office, search warrant. Hang out, hang out. Sheriff's Office, 6 foot. Sheriff's Office, 6 foot.
In this scene, you're going to see Captain George Sheridan briefing the SWAT officers on their next event, the next warrant that they're going to be serving. During this time is a time for all officers to speak up on different situations that may arise during this warrant service. After that, you're going to see the officers trying to get some water in their bodies, possibly even grab a snack, resting up for this next warrant. In between these is the time for the officers to gain their strength back. They carry a lot of equipment on them. They're covered head to toe in black, plus all their weapon and their gear. They have a lot of stress that goes on during these warrant services. So this is the time to regather their thoughts, move on, think about the next warrant that has to be served.
Everybody gather in. Happy to roll in here really quick. All right, target number 2, apartment 9820. Just 23rd Street, just go down there past post. It's going to be down on the left in this apartment complex right over here. No kids in the house dealing in cocaine. This is a no-knock search warrant. So we're staged here at ISP post. We'll head over to the address. Okay, A side will be the primary, C side will be secondary. As you study the photographs, you know that there's a privacy fence in the back. Okay, all right. So basically the same lineup of vehicles as we go in. All right, red team will be the primary. Okay, Payne, Shield, Stanley. You'll be breaching. I'll cover for you, Fritz. Behind me, Dave, Williams, and Worley. Okay, blue team. Okay, you guys will be up assisting with the hooking up to the door for the door breach there. All right, Gossett, and you two to go to the back. All right, see if you can get in there and breach and hold there at the back door. Okay. Pretty much everybody else is going to be up at the front. All right. So blue team, you guys are going to help go up, hook up for the door breach. Right. Okay. I need a driver, Jay. Yeah. Okay. All right. I need you to drive the armored truck. When they hook it up, we give you thumbs up, pull up, pop the door off. Okay. Now, J hooks, you got a cross member on those photographs. Remember the pictures that we have here? Okay, you got to set one hook high, one hook low. All right. You got a crossways on the door, so when you give the thumbs up, you pull up, pop the door up. Okay, we'll go up to place the charge, move back, thumbs up, and go. And you say same standoff. All right. Questions?
Check the door first before we do all that.
Yeah.
Come in here, so
Okay.
Second one down, that one in. So the one from the left.
Good.
Reach and hold the back.
Reach and hold the back. Reach and hold.
Take the ram with you, or just-
Okay.
This is going on the hinge side.
We'll get one.
I got
So Tard, you gonna do the strap?
I'll do them.
Did you see it?
No.
we go in off the 21st or off the mid-off.
We're on 21st. We're going right down the road.
Right.
Just like I said, we're going to go right down 21st. Okay. You handle mechanical breach. Okay. Rims, tools. Okay. Anything else? Telling you those guys. Jay, see where you gotta drive this in there? On the front side, see how close you're gonna have to get? See right there?
They may have gates. It looks like
You're gonna have to drive up there some.
I figure I'm going to have to get up over the curve and probably on the other side.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
You know which?
Here's the picture.
Yeah. This is the door we're going.
Yeah, yep, number 2 door.
Okay. There you go.
Can't really miss it.
Yeah.
Or this is it.
Yeah, right.
You have them to use my brain.
Okay.
There's
Got a
glass.
tool?
Easy enough. You got a Halligan.
There is a Halligan right there. If you
We
want.
got Halligans.
We got 2 of them.
Okay, go.
It's kind of hard for me, being the sheriff of Delaware County, to watch some of these scenes. I know each one of these guys personally. I consider each one of them my friends and colleagues and professional law enforcement officers. I know that on a day-to-day basis they do the best job possible for you, the citizens of Delaware County, and they mean well and do good. I also know their wives and their children. So at times it makes me proud, but at other times it makes me sad. And I hope that nothing ever happens when they're trying to do good for you, the citizens of Delaware County. So next time you see a deputy, would you please tell them thank you for the job that they do every day for you, the citizens of Delaware County.
Rambo, when you get through that light, pull over and let us group up.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep driving the truck.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to jump out with them or not, but as soon as they park, I'll park this and get up there with you guys.
Okay. Are you just gonna pull in right behind them?
Yeah.
I'll just stay with you.
In SWAT, we have a creed. I am a SWAT officer and a member of a team. My loyalty to my team is beyond reproach. I will always place the operation first. I accept the inherent hazards of my profession. I will place the welfare of others before my own. I will never let my team down. I will never accept defeat. I will never quit. I will never leave a fallen officer. I am disciplined, physically and mentally tough. I always maintain arms, my equipment, and myself. I am an expert, and I am a professional. I am a guardian of my country and of my community. I know that my training is never complete. I will not fail. I am a SWAT officer.
just check the cards.
One of the uniquenesses that we've had with the Delaware County Sheriff's Office with the Sheriff's Show over the last 15 years is that we've had Millennium Productions and Roger Overbey, who's a special deputy with the Delaware County Sheriff's Office, has actually risked his own personal safety to go down range with us while we're conducting these live operations to film this, to capture these things, putting his own personal safety and welfare at risk out there where these are very dangerous areas that we're operating in, and without due regard to his own personal safety is out there filming this, so it can bring to you exactly what the Office of Sheriff here in Delaware County is doing, so that you can see it up close and personal from the safety of your homes, so that you can see what your local law enforcement and your Delaware County Sheriff's Office is doing. So thanks, Roger.
Madrid to Calabasas, Tijuana, Mexico, who the devils in Tokyo. Say they know me though, cause I be putting in work. Commit my life to rebirth, well respected cause that's my word. And I'm sure you heard about a new sound gone round. She might have left my hood but she was born in my town. You didn't know how we was new on the scene. It's alright, it's alright. I know you know I see you smiling at me. It's alright, it's alright. Here comes the ready or not. Here comes the boys for the sound. Here comes the ready or not. How you like me now? I say we rep the South. So what you talking about? I'm not running out my mouth. I know this without a doubt. Cause if you know these streets, then these streets know you. And when it's time to handle business, then we know what to do. What to do? Me and my crew, we stay true, old school and new. Many will call, but the chosen the few. We rise to the top. What you want, just in case you forgot. Rush the stage, grab my mic, show me what you got. You didn't know that we was new on the scene. It's alright, it's alright. I know you know I see you smiling at me. It's alright, it's alright. Here comes the ready or not. Here comes the boys from the South. Here comes the ready or not. How you like me now? I say. Here comes the ready or not. Here comes the boys from the South. Here comes the ready or not. How you like me now? Is that all you got? I'll take your best shot. Is that all you got? I'll take your best shot. Is that all you got? I'll take your best shot. Is that all you got? I'll take your best shot. Is that all you got? I'll take your best shot. I'll take your best shot. I'll take your best shot. Is that all you got? Well, it's alright. It's alright. I'll take your best shot. Is that all you got? Well, it's alright. It's alright. I'll take your best shot. Is that all you got? I'll take your best shot. Take your best shot. Take your best shot. Is that all you got? I'll take your best shot. Take your best shot. Take your best shot. Here comes the ready or not. Here comes the boys from the South. Here comes the ready or not. How
Thanks for watching Delaware County Sheriff's Show. And as you can tell, we can handle any situation that comes up.
We would like to thank the following underwriters for their support in producing this show. Hometown Outdoor Advertising. Put your business up for everyone to see. 288-9000. Pizza King. Good to the very edge. Several locations throughout Muncie. Puerto Vallarta Family Mexican Restaurants, located at 508 South Tillotson Avenue, 288-5825. Parson Mortuary Incorporated, 801 West Adams Street in Muncie, 747-1100. Muncie Sanitary District, since 1965. Located at 300 North High Street, 747-4863. McGalliard Guns and More, 288-GUNS. Located at 800 West McGalliard. Northwest Towing and Recovery Incorporated. 2 locations to serve you better. Muncie, Indiana, 288-4456 or Anderson, 643-3333. CS Kern, one source, one partner, 3401 South Hamilton Avenue in Muncie, 289-8600. MITS Bus, Muncie, Indiana Transport System at 1300 East Seymour Street in Muncie. Broadway Motors Incorporated, 2775 Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, Muncie, Indiana, 284-4800. Versatile Metalworks, LLC at 1403 Liberty Avenue. P.O. Box 2487, Muncie, Indiana, 288-8960. Also, Advanced Carpet Care, Tim Clevenger Heating and Cooling, Remax Real Estate Groups, Tom Cherry Mufflers, The Barn Lot, and Abbott's Body Shop.